Washington Monument, one of many great landmarks, historical buildings here in the nation's capital, the scene of All-Star Saturday on TNT and this great All-Star weekend. We're going to look at highlights, call them skylights, Hubie.
Oh, you see Kenyon Martin, Darius Miles. We've had a number of highlight shows, no doubt of that. Baron Davis, Kenyon Martin. There have been dunks on top of dunks, 4.5 shots per minute going up here. Very little defense. So if you're a fan of the dunk and the high-flying trapeze acts that we're seeing, it's great. But we're also seeing some outstanding shooting, no doubt about it.
No question about it. One team 52%. Those are the rookies. The sophomores at 67%. 67 to 57 the score. You mentioned over 4 shots a minute. We do not need a shot clock, do we? They got to shut it off.
Not tonight. But what I really like about it also is that Stevie Francis and Wally Zerbiak have come in and both have made 3 out of 4 threes. And then Steven Jackson, the young player we tell you about, the high school player, Oak Hill, went overseas, came back, and is now doing a great job from New Jersey. Is 2 for 2. So, you know, whether you really don't like the tag that they're playing defensively, it reminds you of a nice summer league game, all right, on a hot afternoon at the beach. But if you like the entertainment value, it's just like Darius Miles said. Hey, I'm out here. I want to entertain all of the young children who are here this afternoon. They're right on mark.
And we have an opportunity to let you in on the sounds of All-Star Saturday right here.
Golden Bowl! What we gonna do? Golden Bowl! What we gonna do? Golden Bowl! Air ball. Big three! Whoa, get some of that, buddy. Ball and 1. Pass, see?
Yeah. He can't shoot.
I got him, coach. Yeah, coach, I got this D. I got this D on him. I got this D on him. Yeah, I got this D on him. I could have had a V8.
You can't be embarrassing me like that, man.
Man.
I thought me and you was hurt, man.
You just came in.
You was hurt, man.
Some of the sounds of All-Star Saturday, and right now before we start the third quarter, let's send it over to Craig Sager.
Well, with 1 or 2 rookies in the NBA averaging double figures, points and rebounds, Kenyon Martin. You guys are down by 10. What can we expect in the second half?
We're going to be a little more serious this half. You know, we didn't get back on defense that well in the first half. It was all fun in the game, so we're going to turn it up on the defensive end this half.
So Hubie Brown was the only one that noticed you guys weren't getting back on defense?
Oh, yeah, you know, that was all fun in games that half. You know, I'm going to block a couple of shots this half. You know, I ain't going to give him all the easy stuff this half.
As a rookie, what's it like to play with Stephon Marbury?
Oh, it's great. You know, he's a great point guard. He knows how to win. He loves the game, so it makes my job a lot easier.
All right, let's go over to Cheryl Miller.
Well, Kenyon certainly knows who to give his props to. Stephon, what advice did you give to Kenyon and Steven?
I just told them to go out and have fun. This is a once in a lifetime game. You know, you can't play in it no more. And after this is the All-Star, so I told them to go out and play wild and dunk and throw crazy passes and just, you know, be themselves.
How excited are you about your first All-Star appearance?
I'm very excited. I'm happy to be here. It's just, God just did this, you know, it's just happened. You know, everything happens for a reason. And, you know, people were saying, you know, you didn't make it last year and the year before, you know, how do you feel? I said, you know, it feels better now that I made it now, knowing that, you know, I went through all the things that I had to go through.
Patience and perseverance paid off. All right, let's go back to you, Dick and Husey.
All right, Cheryl, thank you very much. And as Kenyon Martin said, you know, a lot of fancy stuff in the first half. But, you know, I think that ultimately, as any of these All-Star games, you want to win the game. And that's what happens when you come down as we get set for the second 20-minute half. And it'll be the sophomores inbounding, Lamar Odom, along with Baron Davis, Richard Hamilton, Elton Brand, and Steve Francis.
Baron Davis has really done an excellent job for Charlotte, moving to the point position. Wesley moving over to the 2-guard. And between the two of them, they're very exciting to watch.
So is Khalid El-Amin, the rookie from the Chicago Bulls. He starts the second half at point guard. Darius Miles in there along with Mark Jackson, Mike Miller.
There it is.
There is Miller missing. He's the only player yet to score in this game.
Go. Come on.
Well, Miller's having a very solid freshman year. And he's starting right now for Orlando. And he's making the things happen. He stretches the defense. He's a high percentage three-point shooter.
El-Amin now with 11 points. So 2 players of the rookies in double figures trailing 67-59. Steven Jackson, by the way, the 5th starter for the rookie team. And the sophomore is inbounding. Hamilton behind his back. Francis has it deflected by Jackson.
Look at the left.
Khalid El-Amin, what a great look on his face. It's a joy for him to play basketball, and he reflects it. Here is Jackson from outside. So Mark Jackson with a 2, cutting the lead to 6.
I think that's the main part of Jackson's game. When they play him at the center position at Golden State, he takes the centers high. He can make the shot, shoots a high percentage, and then he's a bear on the boards.
Steve Francis, who has hit 3 threes, going out to Lamar Odom, who misses from 3, and the rebound by Jackson. So a chance now for the rookies to go down by 19.
I need that.
And finally, Jackson dribbling the ball too much, Steven. Francis nearly made the steal, but they've retained possession.
Call the police.
Yeah, I remember when Jackson came out, he declared out of high school. He worked out in Chicago. A lot of people saw some talent, but now it came down to, did you want to risk your pick? Phoenix took the chance, brought him to camp, didn't work out, but you can see he's grown, he's added height, he's filled out a little bit better, and now he's developed into quite a performer for New Jersey.
Lamar Odom drove without the ball, and Jackson got it back 2-on-1, and El-Amin lays it in, and it is now a 67-63 game. Sophomores lead, and here is Davis with a slam dunk, and he's going to be performing later for the NBA.com slam dunk competition.
Well, I'm happy to see him back healthy because, you know, he had that major operation on his knee at UCLA, and when he came out last year, he's a little shaky. He had to mature a lot off the court, and then also how to lead a team. This year, Dick, it's nice to see him running on all cylinders because he's having a sensational year.
Hamilton on the feed from Baron Davis. So a 6-0 run early on by the rookies, and the sophomores now coming back, leading by 8 points. Last year, the freshmen beat the sophomores 92-83 in overtime. Elton Brand of the Bulls was the MVP. Now he's playing for the sophomore group. El-Amin stepping behind the line, now seeing no one guarding him, drives the baseline for the hoop.
Yeah, he has a nice release, and it's a little bit of a jump push shot, but he has the touch, and you can see he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
And he's got 15 points as well. And Lamar Odom from Miles. And it is 73-65 in favor of the sophomores.
Did Kenyon Martin say that they were going to be guarding one another? Did he make that
When
statement?
they got down to crunch time, be patient. Here is El-Amin missing a 3. I haven't seen it yet. And Elton Brand with the outlet pass to Hamilton. Francis, who has already hit 3 threes. El-Amin's not going to let him get anything off, it seems. Odom setting a screen. Francis misses a 3.
One more beat, 2 for a down.
Out to Baron Davis. Oh, a couple of deflections on passes. Francis from Odom foul. So Francis will go to the free throw line. And the personal foul is called against Steven Jackson, his second. Although no one did foul out.
Yeah, Steve Francis having a solid year right now, averaging right at 20 points a game. And now that Olajuwon is back, giving them quality minutes, Dick, with Mobley and Francis in the backcourt, Olajuwon giving good points up front. It's an interesting team to watch because they could be a major spoiler in the second half in that Western Conference.
Well, Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CNN, the NBA Town Hall meeting hosted by Wolf Blitzer, and watches David Stern, Michael Jordan, John Thompson, and Tim Duncan discuss the state of the NBA.
He's trying to look in your face.
9-point lead now for the sophomore team. Ball knocked out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock coming up for the rookies. Miles guarded by Odom. Teammates during the regular year with the Clippers, now defending against each other. And the ball knocked inside and the shot clock expired. Kevin Lockery, by the way, is a basketball analyst on CNN SI and considerable television experience. He was my first partner on CBS back in 1982 as driving to the basket is Odom, and he's fouled. Cast your vote online at NBA.com or on America Online. Keyword NBA.com to vote for your pick of the MVP of the Schick Rookie Challenge. And right now it's up in the air.
Yeah, Dick, you made a good point about Kevin Lockery. Very few people have an opportunity to stay in this business 10 years. Kevin was a coach for 20 years, ABA, NBA, and then also 2 championship seasons in the old ABA in 74 and 76. And when you think about it, 11 years as a player, 31 years in professional basketball.
Also coaching the Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, well-traveled, and one of the nice guys throughout his basketball career. 1 free throw by Odom. The lead is 10. Elamine guarded by Baron Davis. Miller trying to break into the scoring column, does with a 3. So Mike Miller of the Orlando Magic, and it's a 7-point game now.
Well, like we said you earlier, he's playing a 2-guard position for Orlando at 6'8", and he's got some talent. He has already started 28 games for them because he's an excellent 3-point shooter, and he can get the ball up and in.
Francis, what a move. He just waited for the right moment, went to the hoop against Miller, and changed hands and got it in there, and a turnover on the other end. Steve Francis, the local boy, coming in and putting on a show. He has 14 points, including the 3 threes. Guarded by Elamine now, trying for the steal. And a foul call. There was a duel out in the backcourt. Duel in the sun, and Elamine called for the personal.
Elamine didn't go for it. He's giving him some trash right now. He got a piece of it, made that deflection. Hello.
Odom goes behind to Francis, puts it up before he fell out of bounds, gets the loose ball and lays it in. Steve Francis now with 16 is the game's high scorer. Steven Jackson. You hear everyone yelling for the ball. Stepping behind the line is Miller. He hits another 3.
Well, he has excellent range and a very good ball handler for a guy 6'9".
Brand leaves it for Baron Davis, who leaves it for Brand, who leaves it, well, a foul coming up. The ball didn't get up there. I see a little unselfishness going on now.
Elton Brand, you think about last season, 20 points and 10 rebounds. This year, he's right there once again with the 21 points to 10 rebounds. There are only 6 guys in the NBA in that 20-20 club. And you know that you're traveling in some fine company. McDyess, Garnett, Duncan, Weber, Shaq, and Brand.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad.
11th in the league in rebounding, as you see Sean Marion, Jason Terry coming back in. Wally Zerbiak checks back in, and on the side of the rookies, Morris Peterson, Kenyon Martin, Mateen Cleaves, and Quentin Richardson come in the game. So they're dividing the time pretty evenly amongst them.
Well, you like to see that. I mean, when you have 9 guys, you can alternate them. It's a shortened game, and you like to see everyone get an opportunity to play.
1 free throw by Brand. It's 80-71. The sophomores leading. A little more than 5 minutes gone by in the second half. 20-minute halves. Miller finds Cleaves. Good pass on the weak side. Brand with good defense against Quentin Richardson and got it back. Good play.
Elton Brand is a unexpected shot blocker.
And there is Richard Hamilton with the stuff. And double-digit lead again for the sophomores, 82-71. Morris Peterson forced that one up there.
Stay there, Rick.
Quentin Richardson gets the 2.
Quentin Richardson's a tough player, an outstanding athlete, because as a 2-guard, he can post up for you. He's tough enough defensively, and also he can board.
Hamilton now in double figures, so 5 of the sophomore aggregation in double figures. And guess what? Mike Miller hitting another 3. That's his 3rd here in the second half. 84-76, an 8-point lead. Hamilton, not that time. And so the rookies trying to make another dent in. They were down by as many as 19, and they cut the lead to 7. Martin with the turnaround, and Marion getting the rebound. And another turnover and out of bounds, and they're going to call the foul on Richard Hamilton as he fouled Kenyon Martin. Timeout. 12:34 remaining, second half. The competition has just begun on All-Star Saturday here on TNT.
Welcome to America Online, new version 6.0. The easiest just got even easier.
You just plug it in and you go.
With 6.0, all the best features are even better.
You've got mail.
Customer service is always there to help. Parental controls help safeguard our kids.
You can log on from anywhere.
What you gonna do? All right, I recover.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Right back! You a crybaby, boy. You a crybaby. You been doing this stuff in practice. You been crying in practice.
Hey, Steve, that's real foul, man.
Come on, man. They ain't embarrassing us, man.
Run the high pick and roll now. Mike's hot. If they come up, get the 5 men up high, will be Kenyon. Put Mike Miller in the right corner. Seeing you come off, mow you high. When you over here, okay? This high.
Pretty interesting byplay going on.
Well, what they're trying to do here is, you know, they only get together and practice for 1 hour, and basically all they do is just put in 1 or 2 plays, and then you're hoping that the game becomes a transition type of a game. But now the rookies have a chance to win this, and Kevin is trying to put a little structure here, and then to get Mike Miller to be the recipient of the play if the play is executed properly.
Yeah, Kevin Lockree's philosophy, hey, you know, we can win this game, let's just win the game, as the Miller committing the foul for the rookies. Morris Peterson using a screen from Martin, missing the 3-point attempt, but unable to keep it in play with Zerbiak.
Now he's struggling a little bit tonight. The majority of his shots are way beyond the 3-point line. He's 2 for 10 from the floor, but just don't look at it and say, you know what, the guy doesn't have a game. He has been doing an excellent job for Toronto in the trenches.
But Team Cleaves misses, but Quentin Richardson cleans up. And it is 84-78, so this is the closest that the rookies have come to the sophomores since the 7-point deficit late in the first half. Hamilton leaves it for Marion, who lays it in. So Sean Marion getting the basket. And at the other end, Miller getting the basket. So Miller, who did not score in the first half, has 11 here in the second half, including 3 threes.
Yeah, you can see right now there's a lot of pressure on the sophomore group to get their game together. You know, the rookies right now are running up and down, and they're closing the gap here. And what it is doing is it's forcing the smack talking to now back it up. Now let's see what you can really do here. You're saying you're going to beat us by 40. You're saying you're going to beat us by 30. We're right here in this game.
And they are. Zerbiak hitting his 4th 3. 89-80. Double team. Peterson fouled by Zerbiak on the feed from Kenyon Martin.
There's plenty of time here. The way that the shots are going up in transition, the way that there's no defense on the threes, anything can happen here in the last 11 minutes.
So Peterson is on the line, and a chance to tell you that tomorrow on NBC, watch the NBA's Elite in the 50th NBA All-Star Game live from Washington, D.C. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern. Terry picked up on the switch. Now Miller guarding Zerbiak, going strong to the basket, and he lays it in. 20 points for Zerbiak. He's the high scorer. Cleaves is fouled by Steve Francis over the top. Steve Francis, an emerging star. Great first step. Said his personality was molded by 2 women who raised him, his mother and his grandmother, who always said, Stevie, just be yourself. And that's worked for him. Miller with the fake inside the three-point line. Here is Mateen Cleaves. Quentin Richardson lays it in, and it gets a little rugged inside.
Well, and you can see Quentin Richardson is stepping up here right now. He has 2 rebounds, second hot scores in traffic. No, you got to.
And there is Miller. And Miller knocks it away. Andre knocked it away from Mike, but Morris Peterson kept it alive. And here is Quentin Richardson, who is fouled hard by Steve Francis.
Right now, you take these, you make 2, you're right in this thing. You only be down 5. Plenty of time to go. Then everyone will be chirping here in the last 2 minutes.
Well, you can also tell by some of the audio that this game is getting a little serious now at 10:19 remaining. And Elton Brand is going to come in for the sophomore team, replacing Jason Terry. So Brand, who tonight has scored 11 points. It's tonight somewhere in the world, but it's still afternoon. Richardson with the free throws, 13 points and 9 rebounds. Has played a fine game for the rookies, who trail by 6, 91-85.
He wants a clear out.
Francis batted away by Kenyon Martin, and the extra pass off the hands of Sean Marion.
Well, you can see right there, they were determined to block that shot, and Kenyon Martin made his presence felt. Kenyon, an excellent shot blocker, solid rebounder for New Jersey. Right now, all he's got to do is got to work on his game with his back to the basket so he can post up people and shoot a better percentage.
Great block by Zerbiak on Quentin Richardson, and the ball kicked away and out of bounds. They're going to go the same way, so it'll be sophomore possession, leading 91-85 with 9:47 to go. And showed you the rules of the game. If we do go into overtime, there'll be a 2-minute overtime to determine the winner. And Quentin Richardson bumping Elton Brand. No hard feelings, obviously.
Remember when Elton Brand came out from Duke University, people questioned whether or not he would be able to score and shoot the high percentage like he did in college in the NBA. And the young man has come out with extra long arms, and then he has such a beautiful touch with his back to the basket. And he has proven everyone wrong, because it's difficult in this league to shoot 49 and 50%, and he has done it 2 years in a row.
Steve Francis with a spectacular move did not score. Now the rookie team with Mateen Cleaves, Martin inside, and the ball knocked away. Miller might have gotten a hand on it along with Sean Marion, and there is the alley-oop. Got to make sure you don't get hurt on those plays either, Hubie.
Well, that's the one thing, you know, when you're a general manager or a coach and you're watching this game, whether you're here or by television, you're just hoping that someone does not undercut one of your high-flying priced players while he is in midair here and ends up in a stanchion or on top of a camera.
To Craig Sager.
Well, I'm with Mike Miller at halftime. 17 of the 18 players had scored. What'd you do? Look at the stat sheet and said, I better get going?
Well, I knew I had to get going. You know, I was getting caught up, you know, just watching the game a little bit instead of playing. You know, there's things going on. You got to get involved with these kind of games. Otherwise, you'll be out cold. So I had to get going.
Nick Stockton was mentioning the trash talking by the sophomores that they're going to win by 30 or 40. Did that get you guys motivated?
Yeah, I mean, it does. And, you know, they have a great group of players, but we do too. So we just got to come out here and play.
What about Orlando? You lose Grant Hill. You have a disappointing start. Now you've lost 6 in a row. Can you guys get into the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, I think so. We got a great group of guys, and I think we're coming together. Everyone's learning their roles, and people are starting to play now. You know, it's an unfortunate loss to Grant because he's an unbelievable player and an all-star. So, you know, we just got to get together, and now we are. We found the right way.
You're hot coming into the all-star break, and you're hot from three-point range. Get back out there. Stop talking to me.
Thanks a lot.
Well, a new fashion statement by Mike Miller, and a headband worn around the neck. Very, very attractive. And the turnover. The three-point basket earlier by Zerbiak was his 5th of the game.
Well, he's having an excellent game here. And the thing that he is showing is the consistency to shoot the three, which he does not take that many three-point shot attempts with Minnesota. He stays in that 17 to 20-foot area.
96-85, the sophomores in front. Steve Francis with his 18-point. Mateen Cleaves goes right around Francis for the basket.
I like to hear what Miller said about Orlando. Orlando's on fire right now. They've moved into the playoff picture. They're up above 500, and it looks like everyone is finding their role.
Some teams blossom late in the year.
Absolutely.
We know that Isaiah Thomas thought his Indiana Pacers would, and it remains to be seen whether that will be the case. Now, Mark Jackson came in, thought he was fouled, and instead there was a block shot by Brand.
20 straight points, don't say a word, right?
Steve Francis going to the bench now with his 18 points, as is Brand, as Lamar Odom comes back into the game. So right now the sophomore team, Zerbiak, looks like he's trying to win the MVP right about here, Hubie.
Well, sometimes, you know, the guy who can sign a score gets a free steak dinner. You know?
10 of 12 for Zerbiak, but Martin Cleaves comes back with a 3-point basket. So it's a 10-point game, and on the steal has it again. 100-90. Cleaves banks it in.
Nice.
And now it's down to 8 again.
Now you can see Cleaves has worked on that shot. That is an excellent area because of the angle to bank the shot.
7 minutes to go here in the second half, and it's Zerbiak to Sean Marion to get 2.
Well, you can't use your man right now. This is pay-up time. The team that wins this gets an extra 1,000.
Right.
You know, so it's an interesting time here.
$4,000 to the winning members, $3,000 to the losing members, as Mark Jackson to stop inside is foul. Jackson from the Golden State Warriors. But Sean Marion healthy this year, and it's paying off for him.
You can see right now he's filling that right lane, going to the basket. Excellent hop. Like we told you, in this league, you average 10 rebounds, you're doing a lot. This young man, 11 a game. Yeah, okay, because they really are within striking distance. Anything can happen in the 6.5 minutes, and it'll be just interesting to see if they stop playing tag and actually get after people.
For the rookies, Khalid El Amin with 15 points. Quentin Richardson has double-double with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Wally Zerbiak is the high scorer in the game with 25 points. Leading the sophomores 5 of 6 from 3, and a loose ball on the missed free throw. Jackson is fouled, and you could hear it all the way over here.
Right, I like the competition there by Jackson, mainly because of that loose ball. He went after it hard, and now if you can get up here and make the 2 foul shots, you're right back in business. Now, during the course of the season, Mark Jackson is an 81% foul shooter. The only rookie who is shooting over 80 on the line. Now, you know, naturally we jinxed him because he just missed 2 out of 3.
So you jinxed.
No. At the other end, in the sophomores, they have 6 guys who are shooting over 80 on the foul line, which is really a nice stat when you think how difficult the foul shooting percentages are at the high school, college, and NBA level.
Baron Davis missing a 3, but there's Zerbiak with the offensive rebound. Marion on the baseline.
You got to get it out.
Darius Miles. Cleaves has Richardson on the wing, and he's fouled. That was well executed by the rookies.
Yeah, that was a good choice, mainly because the defense came back and took away the pass to the left side of the floor. Good decision by Cleaves that time, and they come out of here now with 2 foul shot attempts.
Remember, there's a penalty situation after 10 team fouls, and right now the sophomores have 8. Martin Cleaves, who spent 4 years at Michigan State, winning a national championship along with Morris Peterson, came back to win the title, and the Spartans did, so it had to be very fulfilling to him.
Well, he was the heart and soul for Michigan State. He not only did a great job defensively for them, but led his team and then played big whenever they needed the point production.
Well, you said Mark Jackson had a chance if he hits them both. He did. 6-point game, and driving in.
Here you come.
Here's Miles. No look. Morris Peterson with the basket, and it's a 4-point game. 102-98, and this is the closest the rookies have come. Remember, they won this game last year. Odom flies in from Never Never Land.
Now that was pretty.
That was spectacular.
Because he covered a lot of ground.
A lot of air
out of bounds.
A lot lot of airtime for Lamar Odom for sure. As we get close to 5.5 minutes remaining in the second half, Mateen Cleaves with a line drive 2, and it's down to 4 again, the closest they've been since the early minutes. Here is Odom again. Odom again, basket and a foul. So Lamar Odom looks like he wants to take things into his own hands.
Yeah, he made a nice move that time with that hesitation move, and by getting the hesitation, adding the major step, Jackson had to foul him.
Lamar Odom will put on a show last year as a rookie in this game. Completes the three-point play, and Odom now with 12. Cleaves guarded by Steve Francis back in the game for the sophomore group. Richardson trying to drive in. He does a little bit too hard off the glass. Missed the follow. Here's Francis. Stop and a hop, step, and a jump. 20 now for Steve Francis.
At the defensive end, the sophomore group definitely picked it up on the last couple of possessions. They're getting in there now and then releasing a guy, and a transition game will hurt the rookie.
Baron Davis on the transition. 7 straight points run off by the sophomores, and the lead is again up to double digits. Cleaves, great move. Great move by Mateen Cleaves, who has 16 points. 13 coming here in the second half. 111-102 with 4:20 to go.
Now Mateen, he's really picked his spots, Dick. In the first half, he distributed the basketball and let everyone else get involved. But right here now, he is really making some beautiful moves.
Air ball by Francis, and Darius Miles bringing it up. He plays for the Clippers, and he went through 2 players, and it was last touched by the sophomores as 2 Chicago Bulls coming into the game. There is Elton Brand on the right, Khalid El-Amin on the left. One's a rookie, one's a sophomore. One's big and one's diminutive. Richardson for 3. He's got it. And coming back are the rookies again, down by 6.
Totally unexpected. Quentin Richardson, not known as a three-point shooter, having a great game today. 18 points, 12 rebounds.
Here's Elton Brand, and he got hit. They're going to count the basket. Goaltending is the call. So the basket by Elton Brand and the foul as well, and a chance for the three-pointer.
Now keep an eye on this. This is close. Now you got the foul, but on that way up, see, in my opinion, I thought that ball was still on its flight up. Miles came out of nowhere to get that shot.
Mark Jackson back in the game was out briefly as Darius Miles sits down. Miles scoring 12 points.
You can't get me through, man. I ain't scored in the second half yet.
Brand misses the free throw. 8-point lead. El-Amin sees an opening. Can't convert. Zerbiak's fouled by El-Amin.
He took that right in the eye. El-Amin went for the quick deflection. Unfortunately, Zerbiak got popped right in the face. That was a nice move by El-Amin. He left that one short, Dick, but it was a good idea. He was looking to get the bump, or for the rest of the game, they were allowing guys to just lay it up. Now they're paying a little bit more attention here.
Odom driving around Richardson and loses the ball. He slid into second safely, but lost the ball.
Yeah, Richardson giving Lamar Odom a little heat. Teammates, you know, they've gone one-on-one many a day for a few dollars here and there, a little per diem.
Soft drink here and there. Richardson having a terrific game, a double-double for Quentin Richardson. As we said, the lowest pick in last year's draft. He was number 18.
Now, Wally Zerbiak might have some blood on him right now.
So he's going to go out. 18 points, 13 rebounds for Quentin Richardson, by the way. And Sean Marion will come in. There's Walt Zerbiak, Wally's dad. got to be really proud of the way his son, coming back from knee surgery, has played this year and in this game.
Well, the father was an outstanding player. Played in the AVA and then made a niche for himself in Spain, where he's one of the top European players for 10 to 12 seasons.
And out of George Washington University here in the D.C. area. So 20 points for Quentin Richardson. Under 3 minutes to go in the second half. It's 113 to 107. In favor of the sophomores. Baron Davis to Marion.
Oh,
pretty basket.
Yeah, that was pretty. Now, he had to save that because he was staggered. There was a little bit of a bump, but he saved it and made a beautiful choice.
So the rookies come back quickly, and Marion gets another one. So 2 baskets by Sean Marion on easy stuffs opens the lead to 10.
Now, if you have not seen a lot of Baron Davis, this young guy, his game has exploded this season.
And has done very well as the starting point guard. Steven Jackson passed to the wrong guy. It was a white-shirted sophomore, and Marion has scored 8 in a hurry, has 18 points, and it's 119 to 107. And the saying of the hourglass starting to run out for the rookies as a 20-second timeout called by Kevin Lockery and the rookies here. And plenty to come.
Like pros now. Finish it out. Don't just stand back and not get back on D. Get back on D. Play hard.
Hey,
just play hard.
He ain't make me do that. I tripped. He ain't make me trip.
Might be a screw point, I guess. Yeah, back. Oh, stay there.
Well, following the Schick Rookie Challenge, our coverage of All-Star Saturday continues right here on TNT. 50 years of NBA All-Stars at 6 o'clock Eastern. Rockin' the Rim, a celebration of the Slam Dunk Contest an hour later. Then NBA All-Star Saturday night. The main events, 8 p.m. Eastern. America Online 2-ball, followed by 1-800-CALL-ATT Shootout. And then the NBA.com Slam Dunk presented by Real. A great All-Star Saturday. This is just the appetizer of all the great stuff to come. Well, they still have a chance, the rookies here?
No.
That was decisive.
I think that last pass by Steven Jackson to the team wearing white was the killer.
Here is Miller with a runner. Fighting for the loose ball as Darius Miles comes down to Baron Davis. 3-on-2. And Davis to Zerbiak with the lay-in. Zerbiak with 27 points on 11 for 13 shooting. And his dad can smile and applaud the performance today. Mark Jackson. Well, Hubie was right. It didn't take him long to say that he thought it was curtain time for the rookies, although they get the ball back on the turnover. Elamine.
Now that bounce was for Mike Miller. Darius Miles came out of nowhere to be the recipient of that.
And no matter what Miles does, it's not going to count, and it did not go in the basket. So the foul with 1:10 remaining in a 121-107 game.
You're going to see it right there. See, that was for Miller. Now watch Miles come right into your picture and pick that off.
So a 14-point lead, and it looks like the sophomores avenging last year's defeat to the Frock. Miles is fouled going up, and for Elton Brand, I tell you, he's got the charmed life because he was the MVP last year when the freshmen beat the sophomores. He won't be MVP this year, but he'll be on the winning team 2 years in a row. Good way to do it. So Miles is on the free throw line.
We've had some outstanding performances in this rookie game. In 97, Kobe Bryant, 31 points. In 95, a great exhibition by Eddie Jones when he had 25. And then in 94, when Anthony Penny Hardaway had 22. And, you know, we've seen some guys really put on spectacular performances. Some people say, well, you know, we'd like the game to tighten up a little bit. But then again, the other side is people would rather see the showmanship. Right there, see? All right there.
Francis went up and might have...
yeah, you hoping he didn't pull anything right there. See, because when he put that foot down, you could see that he jammed.
You know, in a game like this, the high wire act we've seen today really can bring on that danger. As you talked about how general managers around the league, most of them are here, but those watching on television have to be holding their breaths.
Well, you want the players to have fun. If you notice on all of the interviews, they all keep saying to you that what they're here today is to show their wares, be a little showtime, let's have some fun, let's entertain the children. So when all of that happens, then naturally what you're not going to do is you're not going to try for a bone-crushing hard foul, and you're not going to try to block shots in traffic. And what happens then is it takes out a lot of
dirty pool. No, they're going to wave it off.
Ball's got to hit the rim.
That's right. But that would have been an interesting play with a lot of players just frozen down the lane. So under a minute to go, the sophomores will win the game. Miles, there must be a lid on that one, because he missed one before that wouldn't have counted on a similar slam dunk. Missed that one here. Here is Steve Francis for three. And it comes down into the hands of Khalid El-Amin. Great showcase for these players. Brand might have had a chance of getting into the All-Star game, but the others, at least they got a chance to play here on All-Star weekend.
Absolutely. You know, when you look at the Western All-Star team that will play tomorrow, there are 6 power forwards on that team. Kind of interesting.
Yes, it is. That'll be an interesting matchup. That was Darius Miles with his 7th dunk of the game. And 16 seconds remaining. 121 to 110. And it has been entertaining as a entree to the rest of the action tonight.
Well, you know, when you look at the Western Conference and you think night in and night out how difficult it is, because there are 9 guys at that power forward position that all have been in all-star games. And you know yourself, when you say, hey, I want to pick the one guy, it is so difficult to do.
Khalid El-Amin hitting a 3 to end the festivities. By the way, what about the All-Star game tomorrow? Quickly, as we see, the MVP award has been given to Wally Zerbiak. Let's go to Craig Sager first.
Well, no team in the NBA is as hot as the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've won 11 in a row, and now Wally Zerbiak with 27 points, the second most ever scored in this rookie challenge. It's usually a game of flash. You're the most fundamentally sound player on this court. Did you think you'd ever get the MVP?
I don't know. I just came in, wanted to have a good time. I love playing with these guys. Played AAU with them. Me and Lamar and Elton were on the same team growing up in high school, so it's always a blast. And, you know, guys did a good job, and I was real happy to come away with the way to work. Good job. All right.
I know with the Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett's the #1 option, the #2 and 3 and 4 option. But here you put up some long shots. In fact, QB Brown said you even took one over there by him at half court. Did you like the freedom?
Oh, yeah, it was great. You know, all-star games are a lot of fun. Came out here loose, and, you know, I was joking with Hubie before that I was real hot on Wednesday on TNT and continued to carry it over. So you guys are bringing me good luck, and it was a lot of fun out here, and we had a great time.
You think finally you're out of the shadow as being the second best shooting Zerbiak? Your father Walt, of course, a legend over in Europe.
I hope so, but he was a great one when he played in his day, and he still gives me a lot of pointers. I'm really proud to be his son and to making him proud. So it's been a lot of fun and a good time.
We got a trophy and a battle scar. Congratulations, MVP.
27 points, 8 rebounds, 11 of 13 shooting, including 5 threes. That's why Wally Zerbiak is the MVP as the sophomores win it. We'll be right back to the MCI Center in a moment. The rookies, 121 to 113, and the Schick Rookie Challenge MVP, Wally Zerbiak of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and presenting the trophy, Karen Swanson, Regional Vice President, Schick North America, and the vote was a unanimous 9-0. Well, here are the NBA.com fan voting results for Schick Rookie MVP Challenge. Steve Francis got the bulk of it. Elton Brand and Lamar Odom got some support as well. But once again, our final score, the sophomores 121, the rookies 113. Continue to watch TNT for nonstop coverage of All-Star Saturday coming up next. 50 years of NBA All-Stars, followed by Rockin' the Rim, a celebration of the Slam Dunk Contest at 7 p.m. Eastern. All-Star Saturday continues on TNT.